Here's where we are. Mama Mancini. Okay. We love the Mama Mancini meatballs. So delicious, I had to sing because the Mama Mancini meatballs are brought to us by Daniel Mancini. And it was his grandmother, Anna Mancini, who brought this recipe for the meatballs and the sauce over to America in 1921. And sure, there is Italian-like food, and then there's real Italian food. And that's what the meatballs and the sauce are. And you are going to receive, hold on to your hat, 5 pounds of the 3-cheese meatball, and then 2 pounds of the sauce that me and everybody else always requests, because sometimes we want to have the meatballs and sauce, and sometimes we want to have the sauce just be in pasta alone on its own, or we've got the sauce because we're dunking bread in it. So I'm going to share with you exactly what you're getting. Again, that 5 pounds of the meatballs, and I also share with you that thawed out, you are going to put these in a little pot, bring them up to warm in about 15 to 20 minutes, and you are going to just swoon with the taste. And then 2 pounds of the sauce, and it's M68418, M68418, that's your item number. More just arrived, 3 easy payments of $22, free shipping and handling, but I have no auto delivery on this. And this is something that is a reorder time and time again. Daniel Mancini always talks about the ingredients that it comes to these meatballs. The meatballs are, of course, 100% domestically sourced beef. Inside each one of these meatballs is Romano, Asiago, and Parmesan cheese. And then when it comes to the sauce, if you come on over to here with me, it's always going to be, you know, like beautiful sourced ingredients. So eggs and parsley and onions and garlic. And just like you'd make them, the tomatoes themselves, there's something special about the tomatoes, Alberti. Do you remember what that is?
Well, because he always starts with whole tomato.
Yes.
Because you can't be sure if it's a tomato unless you start with a whole tomato. But also what's lovely about this is that these are hand rolled. And as Rachel cuts into these, as I cut into these, you'll see that they are the softest meatball that you'll ever bite into. So whether you're placing this on top of pasta, maybe you're making little meatball heroes, you can make 10 meatball heroes with these. So if you're thinking about like Father's Day gifts, if you're thinking about, you know, somebody that you love who just wants, you know, something different for dinner, these are easy, these are quick, they're completely cooked. All you need to do is heat them up on the stovetop in seconds, and you're gonna have delicious, soft-centered, super delicious sauce. By the way, that sauce is not too sweet. It's not too savory. It is like one of the best sauces that we have for you here at QVC. We even sell the sauce on its own.
Yeah, we do.
That's how much people go crazy for this sauce. And so it's so worth it. So try this out.
So this is, as we mentioned, real Italian food. And Daniel Mancini always comes here and talks about Mama Mancini, Anna Mancini. We've got a picture of her, right? And she brought this recipe for the sauce and for the meatballs over to the United States in 1921. And Daniel has been carrying it on and carrying her legacy and that recipe forward. And we always embrace it. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Oh my God, is that the registry from like Ellis Island?
From Ellis Island? Wow. We're both like, wow, a little history lesson in the middle of gourmet holiday.
Wow, that's
You know
really
what?
cool.
You're getting 7 pounds of food. 5 pounds of the meatballs and then 2 pounds of sauce. And when you think about, you know, economical, is this, you know, does it make sense to do this choice? Yes, because Alberti was talking about 10 different meals. Grab some pasta and you actually have 3 meatball meals.
Yeah.
And that's $6 and change, right? For a meal that is going to be super tasty, so satisfying, you know, filling with the protein of the 100% beef. And again, that real Italian flavor, not kind of Italian food, but real Italian flavor.
And by the way, Rachel.
And also, go ahead.
How long does it take to make your meatballs, you know, from scratch, right? Like, you gotta get the meat, you gotta get all the ingredients, you gotta roll them all up, you gotta throw them in the oven, then you gotta bake them, you know, put them in the sauce and saute them in the sauce.
And the sauce is 5 hours, Alberti.
Oh yeah, no.
Daniel and they simmer it and labor over it for 5 hours. I just wanted to give you another idea because if you felt like, okay, I'm not sure if I want to do pasta, you could do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of these hero sandwiches. And again, you've got this yummy chunky meatball that isn't just meat. I feel like I wish you could see inside and the 3 cheeses inside. I mean, you can see inside, but it's not like you're seeing, you know, the cheese necessarily ooze out. But in this recipe, there is that great Romano, Asiago, and Parmesan cheese, and I have absolutely 0 auto delivery on this. And we know that whenever we present this, oftentimes most people lock in auto delivery so that you know that you're going to get it at your house every time, and that's our promise to you. At this point, we only have a certain amount, so $22 on that 3 easy payments, getting it home to you in your freezer. You do have 5 pounds, but it's 5 1-pound bags. That's another thing that Daniel's done for us. He's made it 1-pound bags so that they're more manageable for your freezer.
And Rach, I feel like we buried the lead a little bit with this one because, you know, what many of you may not know if you don't watch Gourmet Holiday regularly is that this was an offer that Daniel Mancini created for QVC and for our QVC customers, especially during this time. Right? Like for right now, when people are home because of everything that's happening in the world, where a lot of people have not been able to go to restaurants, go to their grocery stores, get all the things that they needed. Today, we give you the opportunity to still take advantage of what over 25,000 people have decided to pick up since we started offering it to you in April. I believe April 1st was the very first day that we offered this, and it sold out in its original debut. And we begged Daniel, give us more, give us more. $22 to get home 10 meals, right? 10 big servings. Whether it's over pasta, whether it's on a sandwich, you know, whether you're just eating the meatballs by themselves, you know, because maybe you're doing like a little keto something, right?
Yes, yes.
I mean, this does have the breading in it. This does have breadcrumbs. This does have cheese in it. But remember, this is actually the original meatball that won Customer Choice Food Award winner for Best Meatball, I believe in 2017 or 18.
Yep, I think that's right. And you know what? By the way, this sauce, when you're stirring it in your kitchen, because all you're doing is heating and eating, you're gonna feel like you went to Italy.
The whole house smells so good.
You're right, exactly. You're gonna feel like you've just been transported to Italy. And to remind you, this is 5 pounds of meatballs. And a lot of us are not being able to find the meat we want, the kind of cuts we want in our grocery store right now, or they're very limited. We're able to promise you that this is going to arrive at your door, no contact with another human being. You're gonna receive this in 7 to 10 days for $22. It ships to you absolutely free. 5 pounds of the meatballs, 2 pounds of the sauce, and it's simply a heat and eat. These meatballs have been labored over for 5 hours. They have the Romano, Asiago, and Parmesan cheese inside, and it's a decadent, it's an amazing Italian flavor. The item number is M68418. That's your item number. No auto delivery, so what we have is what we have right now. Alberti, though, before we go to our today's special value, I do want to let you know that Gourmet Holiday